welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and a big shout out to everybody who is watching the replay. Can everybody hear me? First things first, give me a thumbs up, give me a wave if you are watching on Facebook, and a huge welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you that I have yet to meet, my name is Louisa, and I help high achievers and coaches increase their performance and magnetism in their personal life and business. And I partner with Arbonne, a healthy living brand, to improve your mind, body and skin. And it's a key part of my service in helping my clients optimize their health. And within the Arbonne community, when you have an account like this with them, it's called being an independent consultant with Arbonne, as you don't work for them. You are an independent consultant. And my business has grown over the last 6 years to the second out of 4 key milestones in the business growth, which is called Executive Area Manager. I share that as it will make a little bit more sense when I dive into how you grow this income stream a bit more. So welcome as you are jumping on. And for those of you that are catching the replay, giving you a shout out to you as well. So my intention today is to share with you my story, why I chose to partner with Arbonne, how I used it as a vehicle to transition out of employment to create my coaching business, and how, if you're open to adding an additional income stream to your personal budget or your business revenue, and if you love helping others, perhaps you're addicted to personal development as well, like me, being surrounded by like-minded people, or if you're just curious about social marketing and Arbonne, then this session is for you. So I invite you, actually, in terms of talking about energy, bring in the energy of curiosity and open-mindedness, so that you can see if this is a fit for you, or perhaps it's a fit for someone that you know. And this way, you're able to make an aligned choice that's right for you and your family. And notice those names that drop in for you as I share this with you, so that you can follow those intuitive nudges as well. Just to give you some background, I went to university and I did a psychology degree, and I fell into, I'm just going to mute someone who's jumping on, bear with me a second because I can hear a bit of background. Right, is everybody muted? Perfect. Okay, so just to give you a bit of background, set the scene, I went to university and did a psychology degree and fell into my career in social services when my sons were very young. They're now 22 and 18. And my life was really busy at that point in time, just making ends meet. And whilst I was within social services, we had pay freezes for a number of years, and I'm a single mum. So I was juggling everything and I was really, really busy. And I also felt like my busy wasn't getting me anywhere. I don't know if you can relate to that. So I was just working hard to keep everything going. And I had been thinking about creating an additional income stream and having my own business for a while. And at that point, I just didn't know what it was in. So I was living in the question of, I want my own business. What will it be? And as I said in my invitation to people in my email and on Facebook, sometimes the opportunity comes in unexpected ways. And because I'm an open-minded person, I took a look. And what happened was, my friend Sarah took the time to share Arbonne with me and to educate me about the business. And I really understood it as being a streamlined business that you could fit in alongside as an additional income stream. If you already had a business, it could provide an additional service to your existing clients, or if you were in an employed role, you could fit it in around what you were doing, and which is how I started. So I knew I wanted to create a different income stream from the one that I just have from my job, because that wasn't working in terms of providing enough for my family. And I got that you could create over time a reoccurring income with clients coming back and purchasing products that they love online with you. And I knew the power of that, as my brother is a composer and he writes music for adverts. And some of them have done very well, where he's literally done an afternoon's work and it's been played globally for years. one of the tracks you probably heard when you went to the cinema, but it was literally played globally for years around the world, and he got a royalty income for that work. He only spent an afternoon doing it, but every time it was played, he would receive a royalty for that. So he did the work once and got paid over and over again. Does that make sense? So I knew that that was the kind of income stream that I wanted, but I'm not a composer, so that wasn't an option for me. And only having one income stream from my job was never going to get me ahead. So I knew I needed to do something different. And within my job, the other key thing there is I was trading my time for money. And there are only so many hours in the day, so I was never going to get ahead that way as well. I don't know if anybody here has read the book, The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Pop in the chat or in the comments if you have. It's a fabulous book. Where in this book, he talks about the 4 ways that we earn an income. And you can be in all 4 quadrants, as he calls them, but most people aren't. And as an employee, this is where you have a job and you're trading time for money. And then when you're self-employed, you're also trading time for money. And both of these roles, if you like, have no leverage. Whereas on the other side of the quadrant, you have the big business owners who own a system and have people working for you. So the people create the money, which gives you the leverage as the business owner. Does that make sense? And so does the other income stream is investing, where your money's working for you. So you're able to leverage your time and create a passive income. So the trick is to get ahead, is to be in 2 of the quadrants or more. So if you're just in one quadrant, like I was as an employee, where can you add another quadrant to your life? And having a network marketing income stream enables you to move into the business owner model as your business grows over time. And that's when you start to leverage your time. And this is what really got me interested and curious about understanding more. And I also knew that there were other people in my network that were looking for additional income streams, and the business really appealed to me because it was something I could fit in alongside what I was currently doing, you know, being mum and working full time. So it was something that I knew that I could fit in, because I knew to get the additional income stream that I wanted, I didn't want to get promoted. I didn't want to have to start commuting. So I needed something that I could fit in with what I was already doing. So I decided to go for it. And I am so glad that I did, because within a year, I had given myself the pay rise that I was looking for. And it then opened up options for me. And I started to see the bigger picture. And I was then able to reduce my hours at work so that I could start the transition to leave work and launch my own coaching business, so that I could continue to do things that I loved, spend my time doing things I'm passionate about, increase my income, have a better lifestyle, actually have time at home. I love working from home. I have spent years barely being in the house that I was working so hard to pay the bills for. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. So I absolutely love working from home. I actually spend time here. I see my children more, and I have more time with my sons, and I'm happier, and they've noticed that too. So if you love what you do, you can always do this alongside, do what you love alongside your Arbonne business. But what happened was, over time, was I realized that I had more choices. And so I started to do the transition and change my career. And so since then, I've trained as an energy alignment method mentor, an advanced Pranic healer, an advanced Akashic record consultant. These are my passions. I absolutely love helping people live their passion and purpose. I'm so blessed to have a thriving coaching business, and Arbonne is part of my coaching business now. So the reason why I'm so passionate about Arbonne, apart from the service that I'm able to offer my clients, is it was the vehicle for me to transition out of employment into being an entrepreneur. And it certainly didn't come in the box or the packaging, if you like, that I expected to, because I didn't know about social marketing or what that was before I had heard about it. And the other thing that I know we have many entrepreneurs on here as well, so I'm sure this will resonate with you. I value the infrastructure that Arbonne have put in place so much more now since I've grown my own coaching business, because Arbonne provide the infrastructure for you as the business owner. They create the product, you don't have to do that. The website's all built for you, the client management system's all built for you, the training, the social media tools are all provided for you. You as the business owner don't have to do that. So it's literally like a business in the box, which is why it's a really easy sort of bolt on to whatever you're already doing. And I really appreciate this because I know the hours that it takes to create this stuff, as I've done it from scratch for my coaching business. So you literally get given all the infrastructure when you register for a consultant account. And usually it's 30 quid to register for an account, which is less than a parking fine here in the UK, as I found out the other day when I got one. But I think the most precious asset that we all have and want more of is time. And for me, I love that now, as I've moved out of employment, I'm able to set my own schedule, and I also can decide how quickly I want my business to grow. So that brings its own sense of freedom. Does that make sense? So what I want to do now is to share with you a little bit about Arbonne. So I'm just going to share my screen. So bear with me a second. Where is the screen sharing button? Here we go. Okay. Can everybody see the slides now? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Let's have a little look. Ali, can you see the slides? Yes, thank you. I'm relying on you. Let me know. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Becca. Hi, Claire. Ali and Tamsin and Janice. Welcome. And Liesel's here too. So lovely to see you, Liesel. This is fabulous. So what I wanted to do is to share a little bit about the Arbonne story with you. And for those of you that are new to Arbonne and don't know much about it, I'm going to run through and give you an overview now. And Arbonne has been actually around for 40 years. It is our 40th anniversary this year. And what I love about Arbonne is it's really in alignment with who I am as a brand in terms of my own business now, because everything is about purity, botanically based ingredients, safety, and people living a wholesome and healthy lifestyle, and around the energy and the pure joy of helping others. So a little bit about Arbonne. Arbonne started, as I said, 40 years ago. It actually started in Switzerland. And what happened in terms of the business model, what really impressed me about it was not only from the leanness of the business model, but was actually around the research that Arbonne put into developing their products and how they are grounded in the philosophy of everything being pure, safe, and beneficial. They've chosen a different model to distribute their products, which is the network marketing or social marketing model, which I'll explain a little bit more about as we go through, so you can really understand it, because it was completely new to me, so I completely get it. We're so used to retail model and understanding that, but we don't really understand necessarily all the hidden expenses that come within a retail model. And what I really loved and what I got and understood was the competitive compensation plan that they have. And also, because of my background in social services, loved that they were a member of the Direct Selling Association. So they are working in line with ethics and standards. And I was so used to doing that within social services with CQC and Ofsted and working in line within a framework and working to that. So the Arbonne product advantage, if I just explain a little bit about the products, because it's a product-driven company. And all the products are personal care products. And we'll talk a little bit more about them in a second. They're plant-based, they're vegan. So many of you on here may now know that I am now vegan. I wasn't when I started my journey, but I am now vegan. So they're vegan, they're gluten-free. And this really impressed me because lots of people are becoming vegan nowadays, aren't they? And lots of brands are becoming vegan and recognizing the benefit to you. And also lots of brands are now not testing on animals. Arbonne has never tested on animals. since 40 years ago. That's massive. That is absolutely massive. So they really are pioneering and leading the way, and they do pride themselves on that. So that really intrigued me and made me wake up when I was checking it out all those years ago. And they're built on Swiss heritage to European standards, and I'll talk a little bit more about that because it's quite shocking in terms of what's going on in America, and what ingredients are allowed in products. So the other thing to talk about in terms of the helping people to understand what Arbonne mean around pure, safe and beneficial. So the pure bit is around working diligently to understand the latest science. Safety is around testing their products rigorously, not on animals, of course. And then the beneficial bit, which is awesome, is the products actually work. The amount of compliments I get on my skin is phenomenal. And I have been an Arbonne baby since 2013. And I am blessed with the results that they provide, and also they're beneficial within our own family, because I don't know if anybody else has eczema, but both my son and myself used to have eczema, and since we switched to the Arbonne products, what we discovered was that the eczema disappeared. So it meant that our skin was reacting to the products that we were using and causing eczema. Now, I know that's not going to be the case for absolutely everybody, but for us, that was the case. And that really made me wake up and kind of go, what have I been putting on my skin before? So, you know, I mentioned about working in line with European standards. Well, Arbonne actually go above and beyond. So in Europe ban 1,300 ingredients that are known carcinogens or skin irritants. They're banned from being in your products. That's fantastic. That's a good starting point. America has got a lot to answer for. They only ban 13, which is just ridiculous. Arbonne have 2,000 not allowed ingredients in their products. So they go above and beyond. And if you want to kind of get your head around it a bit more, they do have this list on the website. And of course, I can send this over to you as well. So in terms of products, now you might be thinking I'm not a product junkie. I completely get that. But if I just want you to kind of walk around your bathroom and perhaps your kitchen cupboard for a second in your mind's eye, and just think about what products that you have there. So I know that if I go into, I mean, we've got Arbonne everything at the moment. But if I was to go into my bathroom, you would see toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, skincare, for me, for my sons as well. So it's 3 of us using products like this. Then in our kitchen, we have all the protein shakes, probiotics, herbal teas. My sons go down to the gym, so we've got the sports nutrition for them as well, because of course they want to, you know, make it work harder. And then of course I've got a full range of makeup, because I won't be without my lippy or my mascara. And I'm sure if you look around your household, you will see products like this that you're already using. The key thing for me, and this is what I really got, was recognizing that I was already spending this money on products like this. And of course, every time they run out, we just reorder. Does that make sense? I'm sure if you run out of shampoo and conditioner, what do you go and do? You reorder it, whether you're buying it from the supermarket or wherever it might be that you're purchasing it from, whether you're purchasing it online from somewhere already. And so when you're building an income stream from a product, you want it to be a product that's going to run out, so that you can have and start to generate that recurring income stream. So I'm talking purely from a business perspective there. Does that make sense? And the genius bit, and I really got this because I've been doing, I don't know if anyone's working in corporate here, but doing lean practice. I was a lean practitioner at work. Ali, do you know about lean? This is where you basically try and make everything more simple. And so you cut out waste, basically, things that the customer doesn't want. And within social marketing, this is what I really understood, or network marketing, is there are less steps to get the product to the consumer than there are in traditional retail. And each step is going to have an additional cost. So if you see in the top row, this is the traditional retail model, where the manufacturer makes the product, then it has to go to the wholesaler, then it goes to the warehouse, then it goes to the sales force, who then get it out to the retailers, and then finally it comes to us, the consumer. That makes sense? I'm just hiding this over here so that I can see the slides. Hopefully you can all see them. Okay. So, within traditional retail, of course, how we hear about various products is that we are advertised to, and they normally get celebrity endorsements and those kinds of things. And of course, that takes up a huge chunk of the budget. But what that means is, of course, we as a consumer are paying for that process. Does that make sense? So the price that we pay for when we're handing over our money in the shop on the high street includes the cost of it going to the retailers, the sales force, the warehouse, the wholesaler, and the manufacturer, because all those businesses have got to pay their staff members, they've got to pay for the lighting, the building, etc. So there's a tiny little bit of extra cost going on to the cost of that product. Whereas in social marketing, it goes from the manufacturer through the word of mouth recommendation of the individual business owner, the independent consultant, to the consumer. So you cut out all those middlemen. And the money that Arbonne would have spent if they had been doing traditional retail, because they would have needed to be doing advertising, their advertising budget is actually a commission budget. And I love this because it was around giving the money to the people that are actually using the products, because an Arbonne consultant is one of Arbonne's best clients. And to me, that was absolutely genius, rather than all that potential advertising budget or the other costs being spent on the wholesaler, warehouse, sales force, retailers, and then giving an inflated price to the consumer, which means we have a better quality product within social marketing, within Arbonne, and we're able to create an opportunity for people to have an income stream through literally switching their brand. Because of course I was already buying toothpaste and shampoos and conditioners from somewhere else. I've just switched my brand. And what I've noticed, because obviously I've had my Arbonne business now for coming up to 7 years, actually, so 6 years, coming up to 7 years, is that social marketing is absolutely booming. And of course it is. You know, I'm an online coach. So most of my clients I work with online. Ali, who's on here, we met online, didn't we? And this is through the amazing, wonderful social marketing through Facebook. And what I've noticed is within social marketing and with Arbonne, people want more from the time that they have in terms of, and it doesn't matter whether you're a 20-year-old or a 50-year-old or a 60-year-old, we're wanting more from the time that we have in our lives. And we're wanting to be able to have more choices as well. And this is what social marketing enables you to do, because you can meet people from all around the world. And I think people are becoming more open-minded to being able to have additional income streams alongside their jobs. With Arbonne, the startup costs are so low and the risk is so minimal. It's an easy yes for people to say. And people can do this part-time or full-time. And most people start, you know, part-time, wanting just to add a couple of $100 onto their family budget. And then as time goes on, some people are happy where they are, and some people want to grow and a global internet-based business. And this is what I love, because it's unhindered by geographic boundaries, thanks to social marketing, thanks to being able to shop online. And so you're able to leverage and cultivate your social media presence, which means you can reach more potential clients and business partners than ever before. So I do have clients and business partners in America, Canada, Australia, the UK, Poland, New Zealand, which is wonderful. I love the fact that we have this global reach and we're able to talk to people from all different cultures, which is just fabulous. So in terms of the infrastructure that you need to succeed, what I love about Arbonne is that everything, like I said, is online, which means you don't have to deliver products yourself, thank goodness, or carry any inventory. So literally, if one of my clients wants to purchase some Arbonne products from me, they just go to my website, choose what they want, pay Arbonne directly, Arbonne deliver it, and then Arbonne will add the commission to my monthly paycheck. Does that make sense? So the bit that I've done is find out that person's need, made a recommendation based on their budget, what they're looking for, etc. And then Arbonne have taken care of the rest. Make sense? Okay. So all we do on the simplest sense is stop buying products in the retail store. Remember that big long chain of getting the products to market, so paying for their overheads basically. Start shopping online, and most of us are probably shopping online for something from various unnamed high-level retailers, but most of us do shop online for something. And so we start doing that with these products instead and enjoying the benefits of the Arbonne products. And then we share the concept with other people and show other people how to do the same, how to buy better, healthier, safer products, how to order online and have the products delivered safely to their door. So it starts with you. And I like this slide because it helps you understand what you're creating. You're creating a network of consumers, clients, and business partners over time. And what I absolutely love about this is because it starts with you, and when you start your buying, you know, you might be buying your shampoo, conditioner and shower gel, all these consumable products, when they run out, you shop again. And what you're doing is you're building your network of independent consultants and clients. So some people you may share the business model with and they think, do you know what, this business isn't for me, but I've got a friend down the road that this would be perfect for. But actually, let me try the products because I'd love to try them. I'm buying this stuff anyway. And then they will become your client too. And that's absolutely fine. So you'll find as you start to share this with other people, if you're looking at this from a perspective of considering this for you, is some people will say yes, some people will say no, and that's absolutely fine. That's like anything within business. Now, this is the slide that really, when the information was shared with me, made me sit up and go, okay, I get this. Because it is a global opportunity. As I mentioned, we have team members and clients in the green parts of the world at the moment, which is where Arbonne is. So we're in United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Poland, and New Zealand. And of course, we're able to build our businesses like this because of the internet and social marketing. And people are able to shop from my website in all these countries. When I went to Hawaii, I was able to do an Arbonne shop and deliver to Hawaii, which was fantastic, because I wanted to get some products while I was out there. So wherever Arbonne is, you can go to your clients can go to the website, your website, and shop online, and Arbonne will deliver the products directly to them, so you don't have to be there. And Arbonne is positioned for global expansion. So we have partnered with Groupe Rocher, is the parent company of Arbonne now, and they have taken other network marketing companies global. And so this is a really exciting time because we are expecting to be going into new markets, which is always really exciting. And I always look at that as an opportunity for travel. I don't know if people know, but I used to go to Poland lots when we first launched in Poland because it was a good excuse to get out there and go and check it out. I did try and take Polish lessons for a short time, but I was absolutely rubbish at speaking Polish because it's really hard. But it was such a joy and experience to use that opportunity an excuse to go out there. But of course, you can do it all online. You don't need to leave the comfort of your home. If you've got a smartphone and a laptop, you can build your business. That's all you need. So often people by this point are thinking, well, how do you get paid? What's the income? So there's actually 4 ways to earn an income within Arbonne. So you have your commission. So this comes from your profit from personal product sales. So if someone buys some products from my website as a client or a preferred client, I will get a commission from Arbonne for that. And then if the second way is through overrides, and these are earnings from product sales by your team. And what I always think is important to say is that you always earn the most income from the work that you personally do. Does that make sense? So it really encourages you to keep growing and being passionate about the business, because that's where your wealth creation is from the work that you directly do. And you, through the mentorship and coaching that you provide your team, you will help them to become more successful. And it's Arbonne's way of paying you for coaching them. So in my coaching business, my clients pay me directly to coach them. In my Arbonne business, I coach people to be successful in their Arbonne businesses. They don't pay me. Arbonne pay me through overrides. Does that make sense? So it's in my interest to help them be as successful as possible, because then the overrides that I receive increase. So I just want to clarify what overrides is, because it took me a while to get my head around what overrides were when I was looking at it. So then the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program. So when you reach the third milestone within your Arbonne business, they give you a cash bonus for a car lease with Mercedes, which is awesome. And it's something to really celebrate. And so that is another way you can earn an additional income. And then there's also cash bonuses at every level within the business. So when you come straight in, you can earn money straight away, and you can benefit from the cash bonuses. So those are the 4 ways that you can earn an income. And I just wanted to share this compensation plan slide, which gives you the average overrides from 2018, so a couple of years ago. So these are the 4 levels. And as I said, when people get started, they are mostly fitting this in around everything else that they're doing. So they're looking for a couple of hundred quid extra a month. When I was at the district manager level, on average, once I kind of got my head around it and got my mojo within my business going, I was getting averaging between 500 to 700 pounds a month at that level. And then area manager, on average here, so I'm at the area manager level. I'm sort of between the area manager and the regional vice president level, but at this level I've received, my averages have been between 1,000 and 3,000 pounds a month. And this is why, you know, when I was saying that my eyes suddenly opened, that, you know, in terms of the difference that this could make to my life, was at this point in time. So I was working full time and receiving an additional between 1,000 and 3,000 pounds a month. It really starts to make a difference. And I was reflecting the other day, I think the average income in the UK is between 2,000 to 3,000 pounds a month. So when families start to add an additional 1,000 pounds a month, which is 12,000 pounds a year, to their income stream, it starts to make a real difference. So it's not about everybody, you know, wanting to kind of reach the national vice president level, but lots of people just want to do the district manager and the area manager level, just to start to give themselves a bit of breathing space, create more choices in their lives. And then the third level is regional vice president level, and you can see the average in the UK is 3,445 a month, and then up to national vice president, where you're looking at 12k plus a month. And that's, of course, where people start to really reevaluate what they're doing. They might decide to change their business and just do Arbonne, or they might carry on doing all the things that they love and carry on with their Arbonne income stream as well. As I said, whenever people start, we have a strategy meeting with them to see what it is that they want to create, so that we can help them get there as quickly as possible, in line with the time that they've got, what they want to achieve. And so that's what I like to do, is to find out what people would like from this business and then help them get there. So by now, you've probably got a sense of where you see yourself. You may be thinking that you would like to be a host. Some people like to host and benefit from discounts, etc. Who doesn't like a discount? And this is when people you refer shop with your independent consultants. You can do this virtually or in person, and you can invite friends and family to check out about the Arbonne products and help them choose purer, safer, more beneficial products for their skin. Or you might be wanting to shop as a retail, as a client or a preferred client. Most people do want to save money, of course. So for a small membership fee, you can save 20% a year as a preferred client. And they also do like special bundles where you can get 40% off the special bundles. And then if you're looking to add an additional income stream to what you're already doing, you can choose to be an independent consultant. And as I said, normally the registration is only 30 quid. They've actually got a special offer this February, where when you upgrade, if you're already a client, or you choose to become a consultant and you shop over a certain amount, then they're waiving that registration fee in February, which is awesome. But what the independent consultant account gives you is you're able to start your own business. You can add it alongside everything else that you're already doing. You straight away get the benefit of 35% to 50% discount, which is awesome. You've got the opportunity to earn that additional income. And the personal growth and development is absolutely huge in Arbonne, and I absolutely love it. People get energy work as well, which is amazing. There's so many pranic healers and energy alignment method mentors, and that's what I love about the community as well, is that people completely get energy, get personal growth and development. So you are surrounded by like-minded people. The vibe is really positive as well. And of course, you've got this that you can fit alongside everything else that you're doing. And what I would say is that if you're thinking about this and you aren't sure about the direction that you're going in, I just want you to think that you are where you are today because of the choices that you made yesterday. And I remember when my friend Sarah asked me this question, she said, if you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? And that really got me thinking, because when I fast forwarded in my mind's eye, I was like, this isn't good. So it gave me that momentum and courage to take different action. So I really ask you, instead of allowing any hesitations and fears, if you've got that inner pull of going, I think this is something that I could do, is to live in the question of, how could I do Arbonne? Because when you ask different questions, you get different answers. Does that make sense? So how could I add this income stream to my life? The energy is very different to any fear-based questions that you might be asking yourself of, like, if it's what if it doesn't work? Does that make sense? And for those of you that have worked with me will smile, I think, at this slide, because do you see what I see? I see a step 5. Yeah. I absolutely love that. When I was reminded of this the other day when I was looking at the slide at a big group presentation in London. I was like, she's step 5ing. This is amazing. So yes, absolutely. Step 5 all the way. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that has served you in considering if Arbonne is a fit for you. I hope it has served you if you were curious about what social marketing is and getting your head around it and understanding it. And also if you have been thinking, as we've been talking about this, understanding or had those little nudges of names coming into your mind's eye, follow those nudges, intuitive nudges, and they may be coming in now, or you may find that they're coming in over the next few days. So follow that intuition. And if I invited you to the call, I'll catch up with you to answer any questions afterwards, and to seek your takeaways. And if you're invited by someone else, then please do catch up with them. And I'm sure that they will be able to answer your questions and chat things through with you to see what's the best fit for you. But thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay, and I will reach out to you and check in, see if you have any questions, and look forward to catching up with you all soon. Sending you all lots and lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.